What is up, guys? It's Caleb from MetaJungle. Today I'm here to talk a little bit more about BPX Auctions. Now, I already did an introduction video for BPX Auctions, but I wanted to dive in a little deeper and do a little bit more of a detailed video about BPX Auctions. So let's go ahead, let's jump right into this and see what we can learn. To start, let's head on over to bpx.auction. Now, we can confirm that our wallet is connected by looking up in the right-hand corner. We see there that I'm connected and that I have a current BPX balance of 8,576 BPX, around that number at least. So that's what I have to work with at the moment, but I'll show you how you can get more here in a little bit. Let's look and see what auctions are available. Now, right now, the only one that's up and running is the BPX weekly auction, which will have a wide variety of collectibles included. So let's select that one and see what we have. Alright, so to give us an idea of what all is included in the auction lineup, let's check out the filters over to the left. From here we can see the variety that the auction has to offer. We see there are several different special categories, including vintage, TCG or trading card game, entertainment, Marvel, and coin. We also see several different sports categories for basketball, baseball, football, soccer, and even wrestling. And then we also have a card game category with Pokemon as the only type of TCG collectible in the auction. This also tells you just how many collectibles are included in each category. So we can see that there's quite a few different collectibles that we can bid on. So let's go ahead, we'll reset the filter and take a look at this catalog. So the items that are listed at the top tend to be the most sought after, most valuable collectibles, such as this 2016 Topps Juan Soto Refractor Auto. And I know that I'm probably not going to be able to come close to the BPX that's needed to acquire that collectible with my current BPX balance. And I really don't want to place a bunch of different bids at the start just for fun, because each bid that I make is going to cost me a gas fee since all of the bids are blockchain transactions. That means that each bid is costing me a few dollars worth of ETH. So if I placed a bunch of low starting bids at this point, it would be costing me an unnecessary amount of gas. For that reason, I want to make a starting bid somewhat reasonable, not just putting in bids at 1 BPX for everything. This means doing a little bit of research to find out what a collectible is worth and doing a little bit of math. So let's go ahead and we're going to use this Juan Soto card as an example. To start, let's find out just how much the BPX token is worth currently compared to USD. To do this, let's head over to Uniswap using the link here. This is where I can see the value of BPX and also purchase more BPX if I wanted. Here I can see that 1 BPX is currently around 6 cents, which means that for $1 I get around 17 BPX. So that can give us our first part of our equation. Now for the card's value. On eBay, I found this listing for a similar blue refractor Juan Soto card, which is listed with a buy it now for $15,999, which is quite the price. It's a valuable card. Now, for our purposes, let's just go ahead and we'll assume that that is way too high of a listed price. So let's cut the price in half, which would put it at a value of about $8,000. So if $1 is worth 17 BPX, let's now times 8,000 by 17. That gives us a potential value of 136,000 BPX. So I can pretty easily assume that bidding on this collectible with my budget of roughly 8,500 BPX just would not be worth it. This collectible is going to go way out of my price range. But let's look around and see if I can find something better for my budget of BPX. Now, just scrolling down, there's some really cool stuff listed here. That Upper Deck King Griffey Jr. rookie card is really cool, but is already out of my price range. I also really like this 2000 Upper Deck Randy Moss card that has both a patch and an auto. We have a 1957 Topps Mickey Mantle, which is super cool. And there's even an old $50 coin from 1855, so there's really something for everyone. But I really like this Albert Pujols Upper Deck PCA 10. Since I'm a huge Cardinals fan. So that's definitely one for me to kind of keep at the top of my list. And just scrolling further down here, there's just so much to look at. There's autos from Paul Pierce and Jalen Waddle and Jalen Hurts. Plus, there's cards from legends such as Tom Brady, Kobe Bryant, and Michael Jordan. And there's even that Pokemon First Edition Bulbasaur and a couple of Marvel cards. Now, I'm going to go ahead and put a bid on this 2001 Albert Pujols card because he's one of my favorite sports figures ever, and it's a collectible that I think I could potentially reasonably attain. So to start, I'm going to put in a bid of 1,000 BPX, which is ultimately going to cost me 1,200 BPX if it wins due to the 20% buyer's premium. That 1,200 BPX will now be placed on hold, so I'll still have roughly 7,300 more BPX that I can use to bid on items. But since there are still over 2 days left on the auction until the extended bidding period, I'm going to wait to place any more bids until closer to the end of the auction. So for now, we're going to just wait and see what happens. Alright, now we are back with the extended bidding period quickly approaching. As we can see, I got outbid on the Albert Pujols card by quite a bit. And before I put a new bid on this one, I know that there are some pretty awesome other collectibles available, some of which might be better deals. Some options for me to consider are cards from Kobe Bryant, Juan Soto, and even Ronald Acuna. Now, as we enter extended bidding time, my plan is to just wait a few minutes before bidding, just to make sure that I don't get caught up in an extended time bidding war that wastes a bunch of gas. My goal is to bid as few times as possible while still getting my hands on a cool collectible. Well, after watching and waiting for the first 15 minutes of extended bidding, I've decided that I'm going to go ahead and put in a bid on this PSA 9 2017 Topps Ronald Acuna Bowman Prospects Yellow card. This card hasn't attracted a whole lot of attention, with there only having been 2 bids placed on the card so far, and both of those bids were made a considerable time before the extended bidding window. So it's kind of flying under the radar right now, and it's in my price range. I think it's a pretty good value too. So let's go ahead and put a bid on it. I'm thinking 2,500 BPX, which with the buyer's premium is going to come out to 3,000 BPX if I win the auction. So I'm going to go ahead and submit the bid, confirm it on MetaMask, and after waiting a moment, the bid has been submitted. Now I just have to wait and see if anyone outbids me in the next 30 minutes. Alright, so after waiting, it looks like I'm going to win this auction, which is really exciting. And sure enough, there we go, the auction's over, and it ends with my bid still being the top bid. And even if someone had outbid me at the last second, the extended bidding timer would have restarted and I would have had another 30 minutes to decide whether I wanted to bid or not. But long story short, I have a new collectible. Now all I have to do is claim it. So let's go over to my account page. And as we can see here, I have a notification in the 1 column. So let's go ahead and we'll click on that and go ahead and claim the vault token for this card. After hitting claim, we just have to confirm the address to send the token to, hit claim again, confirm the transaction on MetaMask, and then wait for it to go through. Now that it's gone through, let's head over to OpenSea to check that the vault token is there. So the vault token was in my hidden folder, but after going through the process and unhiding it, here it is with the rest of my collection. From here, I can now decide whether I want to hold on to the token, sell the token on the marketplace, or go through the steps to redeem and burn the token so that the physical card can then be sent to me. Now, if I opt for that option, I can find the instructions here in the About BPX Marketplace Vault tab. So, as you can see, once you get started with BPX Auctions, it's pretty easy to get your hands on some awesome collectibles. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to follow both me and MetaJungle on Twitter, and also make sure to go and hop in the MetaJungle Discord. Also, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and keep coming back here for more awesome info. But again, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.